I would say my experience this time was much more humbling, I guess. I came out here expecting, to be one of the first voted off, and I did make it to the merge, which was great. It was a different game completely than Brazil. The people were a lot more, cutthroat and strategic, which I was actually looking forward to because I feel like I really didn't have to play much of a strategical game in Brazil, it seemed like. People just liked me and therefore kept me in the game. But I had a really good time. I think I was very fortunate to be on the Heroes tribe because, I've made really good friends with people like Tom and Colby, Rupert, Amanda. We're all really good friends and will be for a very long time. Had I been on the Villains tribe, I may have become friends with Rob. I think that's about it. Maybe. I may have become friends with Rob. I don't even know for sure about that. So I'm happy I got the experience on the Heroes tribe. Unfortunately, I didn't make it as far as I wanted to, but, I made a very big move in the game that would have either put me in the finals or put me out of the game, and I knew that. So, you got to make moves to win. Unfortunately, I just didn't make the right one at the right time. Carrying an idol into the merge does one or two things. It either puts a big target on you and puts you out of the game, or you get a chance to use it and save yourself for 3 more days. So I was hoping that by using the idol the way I did and giving it to Russell, it would secure myself a spot in the final 3 by giving the Heroes the numbers. Oh, I knew coming into the merge, a lot of the villains were kind of sour about being villains anyway. So being a hero and a winner, the first person that the villains are going to want gone, is me. I knew that. So again, that's why I knew I had to make a move or go home. And I felt like, they're going to be targeting me anyway. This would give me a shot. If I make it through this first vote, I can make it to the end of the game. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. Not only were they targeting me, and they were going to get me no matter what. After the merge, the villains, I couldn't even talk. The girls wouldn't even talk to me. I knew they were really wanting me out of the game. They were scared of me. They were scared that I would somehow wiggle into their alliance and people would like me. They were afraid that if they talked to me much, they may like me. So it was silent treatment and let's hurry up and get to tribal council. So, it's just one of those things. There's a lot of things I could have done different, but, I didn't really play a dirty game. I played a straight-up game. I would have played a more dirty game. The Heroes versus Villains was a much more strategical game. It was, which I really enjoy the strategical part of this game because I don't really feel like I played as crazy or as hard as I had to. In Brazil, no one ever voted for me. I was never really a target and never really had to sway anyone. I always had the numbers. In Brazil, I knew every single person's vote at every tribal council. I was never surprised, not even by one vote. I could tell you who everyone was going to vote for before every tribal council, and it went down just like that. I had no idea who anyone was voting for in this one, never. I was never comfortable because we're all here because we're very good at the game. And, even the first couple tribal councils, I made a move. The second person voted out of the game, I blindsided my own alliance. It was that cutthroat, and I did it because I knew that person would eventually do it to me. So you had to make so many moves so early in the game that people were already, distrusting you before you ever even made it 9 days in the game. People were scared of you or didn't trust you just because of moves you had to make to stay in the game. So it was very different. The strategical part was very different. It was day 12, I think, before I was able to ask Tom how many kids he has. And, I didn't even know anything about these people until we were through with 3 tribal councils because it took that long for it to slow down enough to actually talk to these people and get to know each other. So it was very fast-paced, very, very strategical game, which, I blew through just fine until we merged and I started playing with people that I didn't know. And that's where it gets dangerous.